Okay, let's go to multiplying decimals, and I gotta be honest that this is somewhat complicated, so you gotta be careful with with your step and when you solve problem in decimal, especially multiplying. All right, let's start by giving an example. Let's have 2.2 comma 1 times, let's say, 0 comma 7. Okay, so this would be my first example. And here in multiplying, it's not important for you to line up the decimal. That's not important, okay? It's not important for you to line up the decimal. And I want to give you one trick. When you multiply decimal, first thing you have to like multiply the numbers like a whole number. It's just disregard the commas, okay? Like 2 comma 1, we can write it as 21, and the other one would be 0 comma 7, or simply 7. And then we multiply this, all right? We multiply that. So 21 times 7, okay, we'll do it vertical. So it's going to be 7, and 7 times 1 is 7. 7 times 2 would be 114 is. So 21 times 7 is 147. Let me write that down here. So that's 147. Now, do we have to stop? No, not yet. Okay. You notice that the original problem is 2 comma 1 times 0 comma 7. The problem is not 21 times 7. We only use 21 times 7 as a tray. Okay. So let me just change it for a little bit. So once we get 21 times 7, which is 147, the next thing we have to do here is to determine where is the location of the decimal point, or simply the comma, okay? And you can do this by going back to the original problem. Look at this, 2 comma 1. On the left of the comma, there's actually one digit. This is one, right? There's one. And here, second number, that's 0 comma 7, there's also one here, okay? So there's one here plus the one here, so it's going to be 2. What's the significance of that? We move the decimal point starting from the left, from this side, okay? Because it's a whole number, so the decimal point would be on the end, okay? Now we move this to the right. How many times? That's going to be 2 times, 2 times. And let's do that. So it's going to be 1, 2. So we stop here and we write the comma so that it becomes 1 comma 47. This is the final answer. All right. Now let's take another one. Let me just, okay. Let's take another one. Let's say uh, 3 comma 25 multiplied by, let's say let's say 1 comma 8, okay? All right. So we'll make this 3 comma 25, I'm sorry, this should be comma, as 325, and your 1 comma 8 as simply 18. All right, we'll just put that here again because we're multiplying that. Now, this is just a trait. Whatever we get from 325 times 18, that is not the final answer, okay? We need to find, or we need to locate the decimal point, or simply the comma. So let's do multiplying 325 times 18. That's going to be 8 times 5 is 40. So that's going to be 4. No, 0, and it's 4, okay? It's 4. 8 times 2 is 16, plus 4 is 20. 0 and 2. 8 times 3 is 24, plus 2 is 26. Okay? Then we move on to the next number, which is 1. 1 times 325 is simply 325. Okay? That's the best thing with multiplying by 1. It will not going to change that. Okay? 5 times 1 is 5. 3 times 1 is 3. 100 times 1 is still 100. So 1 times the whole of that, 325 would be 325. Okay? And then we add, so it's going to be 0, 5, 8, 5. So 325 times 18 is 5850. Okay, I'll put it here. 5850. Okay. So again, we're not going to stop at this point because this is not the final answer. Okay. We need to find out or locate the decimal point or the comma. To determine that, we need to know how many numbers are on the left of the decimal point here, or simply the comma. That's going to be 2 digits, right? There's 2. And there's 1 here. So if we add it, that's 2 plus 1. That's going to be 3. 3. All right. So starting from here, we move 3 times. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3. So this is where you place your comma. So the answer is 5, comma 8, 5, 0. Now, if that's your answer, that's going to be accepted, okay? But to be honest, this we can still make this simplified, and that's going to be equal to 5 comma 85. We just drop the 0 here because it's not important. Okay? So if you use that or this, that shall be fine. Okay? Thank you.